I'm just gonna start in one side of the trailer or one corner and then work my way around. Oh, I just need some WD-40. It hasn't been used in a year. I'll put this in the description. I'm sure that'll be more help for you guys. Holy moly. Oh. Storage container for the winter is just gonna go into here. Almost done. Look at all that sediment in there. Welcome back to Northern Wash Pressure Washing. Thank you guys for tuning in today. As you guys can see, we're going to do some winterizing on my trailer. We're all set up. These are the items that I'm going to be using. We're going to make sure that everything inside the trailer is ready for winter. This way, by winterizing everything, we're making sure that all the money that we have invested into our equipment will be safe, will be protected, so that it's functional once next season starts. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys everything that I'm going to use today. Hopefully, I think this is going to be everything that I'm going to use. I've done this before, so it's the same stuff that we use. The first one is a fuel stabilizer. We're going to put this in the gas can. This is so that inside of the gas can, if any humidity starts to collect, it helps with it. Next thing is we're going to run this through any of our pressure washing lines and then also our actual pressure washers. This is just RV and Marine Antifreeze. On these, you don't have to buy these specific brands. This is just what was available at my store. And next is these bags. These bags right here are so that it can absorb any moisture inside of the trailer. It's just moisture absorber. I've also heard them call them dehumidifier bags. This is a pack of 3 and I'm just gonna hang them spaced out inside of the trailer. And then a couple other things, just these are not required. You always need some coffee. Yes, I put my coffee in a, what is this called? Hydro flask. It does the same thing, right? And you also need music. I have my boombox. I know younger kids call these Bluetooth. This is a boombox or a speaker. Before I get started, I do want to let you guys know that it is mid-November. It is November 16th. I usually do my winterizing around this time. I always try to wait as far as I can into the winter where I can still work and it's not going to cause any damage to the house. Because if I go there and I service your house, I'm spraying the soap, I'm spraying the water. During the winter, I only have so much time where the sun is out and it's going to evaporate all of the water from your house. I don't want to go to your house and then there's not enough sunlight or the temperature is not high enough, and then in the night it's gonna reach 20s or teens or even lower, and then it's gonna freeze on your house and I'm just gonna leave you with an igloo. I don't think that's safe at all. So, and also from a business owner side, I don't want my equipment to get broken. This is a lot of money that I have invested into my equipment. I don't want none of it to break because the lines are freezing. So what I do in order to get this far into the season is I use a space heater inside of my trailer, and it's only on nights where I see that the low is going to be in the freezing temperatures. I think I've had to use it about 5 times since I would say October up until now. All I do is I just keep an eye on the weather, and it's just a small space heater. I put it on low. I don't crank that thing up to the middle. I don't crank it up high. I just put it on low. All you want is for it not to freeze inside. That's it. I'll actually show you guys my space heater. All right, so this is my space heater right here. Again, I just put this on low and that's it. Actually, I think the settings are on right now. So yeah, so I just put this right there, the first level, and then over here it's right there. It's just right above the first level, and that's it. And by doing this, it gives me an edge on my competition, believe it or not, because I'm one of the last ones that's still working. So if we get a day in the month where it reaches 40s or 50s, I'm still able to work because I have been using my space heater to keep everything from freezing, and I haven't had to winterize yet. But now, being that it's mid-November and next week it's Thanksgiving and then we're heading into December, I think this is a good time. And I've been looking at the weather and I don't want to be winterizing out here when it's 40-30 degrees. Today we got really lucky. It's going to be like 60-65 degrees, so I decided just to do it today and create this video for you guys. So if any of you guys are in any area where it freezes or you get snow, I hope this video helps you guys. This video will also cut in between like the order of the videos because obviously I want it to come out now so that it can help anybody that needs to winterize. Usually when I film and then release it, there's like a lot of time in between. As you guys can probably tell from the videos, like the temperature or the weather opposed to how it is now. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first step is cleaning out the trailer. I'm gonna take everything out that does not need to be winterized, leave it nice and clean, a nice working area, and then we're gonna start to use all of the products that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Alrighty, so now that we have organized chaos, because you guys should see right outside my trailer, just put everything out there for now. Now we have an area that we can move around in and start to take stuff apart. I'm just gonna start in one side of the trailer or one corner and then work my way around. Anything that's in my way that needs to get taken apart or liquid taken out, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it there. There's not gonna be an order or I'm gonna do all these things at once. So I'm just gonna start that corner and then work my way this way. So let's do it. Okay, you guys just saw me disconnect all the batteries and I took one out. That one that I took out, it doesn't work. It started failing towards the end of the season and then eventually it just stopped working. It wouldn't even charge. It kept giving me an error code every time that I tried charging it. So yeah, that one's getting tossed. I have to buy a new one. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start on these. This is where I'm gonna run the fluid through. I'm gonna run it. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect to this and I'm just gonna use the air compressor and I'm gonna take out all the water that it still has in it. The reason that I started doing this because before I would just I guess walk out the line, like extend the entire line and then walk it out and then just make sure I got all the water out. But man, one year it bursted 2 of my hoses and these hoses are not cheap. So it was a real bummer when I went to get started in the spring. And I mean, obviously, or I recommend this before you even go do your first job in the spring, always test run everything. I was doing a test run at the house, making sure that everything was going to be good for working, and I go turn the pressure washer on, and what do you know, I have a bunch of holes on my pressure washer line. I had maybe like, each one of them had like 5, because there was still some water in it. The water expanded and it just went through these like nothing. So that's why I do the washer fluid. That's why I do the RV fluid through it, just in case there is any water. It's not gonna freeze and expand and then burst my pressure washer lines. I'm gonna go ahead and start my air compressor and then actually I want to show you guys that too. Hold on. All right, so this is a tool that I made, connects to the air compressor line right here. Push this and it just blows out the air, and then this piece connects to my pressure washer hose. So it'll go like this, just connect right here. There you go. And then obviously the hose, and I just push this and then it flushes out everything. I'll show you guys, of course, when I'm doing this live. I just need some WD-40. It hasn't been used in a year, so understandably should have put some WD-40 on it. This is just my note, so I can tell you guys what this is. So this just comes with your air compressor, right? And then you unscrew that piece. So then you need to build your way from this size all the way up to pressure washer quick connect. And this took a while because I didn't know any of these sizes. The worst the hardest part, or the hardest size to find, was what fit in here. And then this is I'm gonna save you guys a lot of time, so take some notes here. And I'll put it in the description too. This is a 1/8. This is a 1/8 male brass pipe. It goes in here, right? It screws on like that. Then it becomes a 1/4 inch male to a, and I'm not an expert in this, I think this is a union. From that then is a 1/4 inch to a 3/8, because these are the pressure washer ones are always 3/8, unless you're using it like on a wand, but this is for the pressure washer line. So I hope all that makes sense. Let me get a close-up for you guys. So this is the trigger, goes in here. All that, I'll put this in the description. I'm sure that'll be more help for you guys. But yes, this is all it is. This is a tool that I made, and it speeds things up a lot, trust me. I'll show you guys how it works in action now. I waited until the compressor was done so that way you guys can hear me talk, but you guys can see that. So now we hook up right here. You can take it off the hose reel, right, and leave it in bigger loops. I'm gonna choose to leave it on. This will be the first time I leave it on. I think running the RV fluid through it will be just fine, and it's just gonna leave me less stuff to do in the spring once I start season again. So I'll show you. I'll show you a little bit. It's a lot more water than I expected. Holy, look, I only did it once and then just keep going. I forgot what that scientific word is called. Holy moly. This is crazy because the way that I teach everybody and the way that I do it when we wind up the hose is I always tell them, extend the hose out all the way, and then that way it drains out too. But I didn't think, this is like, that's got to be a whole gallon or more. That is crazy. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna continue flushing it out. I don't want this water in here. I was actually just gonna do it like this to show you guys. I did not expect that much water to come out. That's crazy. Oh yeah, so now that we have the initial water out of it, now we're gonna put this through the line. I'm gonna dump this water out, and then that way when it dumps back in here, I can reuse this on the other lines. Let me go ahead and dump this out. In order to add the RV fluid in here, we're gonna have to use the jumper hose. This is the hose that connects to the hose reel to the pressure washer. But we want to make sure that this has no water in it as well. I know it's short, it probably doesn't, but I like to operate on the low risk side, so set that there. I don't want water in here anymore. So we're gonna connect this to the line and then push it out. So now what we do is we take this one off, and now we connect our jumper hose back on here. And we're gonna take a cone. You're gonna have to get a cone that fits in here. I don't really have any other idea. You guys have any other suggestions of how to get this in here? Let me know. But yeah, you just put the cone in here, just like that. Make sure it's good. And then I'm gonna take some of this and pour it in here. Pour some of this in here, just so it's easier to pour. We're just gonna go ahead and start pouring in here. I think that should be enough. So now that it's full, we have to push this through again. So we have a problem. You can't put these together, right? Luckily, you should have one of these. You can always have one of these. So this is the one that I normally use on the surface cleaner. You guys see me use this a lot. I put it on the surface cleaner. This way I don't have to turn off the pressure washer. When I want to disconnect, I just close it. So that's the one I normally use, right? From male to female. But I have this one because you never know when you run into things like this and you're in a pinch and you just don't have time to switch these out. I just left one connected like this. Now we can connect this. Now I really recommend this. You guys will thank me, because there's always a time when you are literally in a pinch. You're like, what the heck? Like one of these bursted, and then you whatever you need to connect straight from here to the pressure washer or vice versa, and then you're like, oh, I actually have one of these ready to go. So go ahead and connect that. Put this back in here. Now we push this through. So hopefully it comes out. Here we go. Go. Alright, starting to turn colors. Alright. There we go. We did one. We got some of it there, but let's just do one more for my conscience. Let's run this one more time. I think that should be good with the second go around. Alrighty, we're all set, and that's all pink. That's why we do the initial flush of it, so we don't have any water in it. So that one's done. I'm gonna move on to this one now. Alright, I'm all done with this top one. That took a lot longer on it because it was just dirty. But we went through it 4 times. Finally started coming out like a light pink, whitish color. I don't even know if you guys can tell. But I'm happy with it. You can also smell it. Alright, we're done with these 2 pressure washer lines. Now I'm gonna move on to this one. This one, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, wow, there's already water coming out of it. I'm just gonna take it out from here and then wind it up. I mean, these don't break. I mean, there's a lot of people that just disconnect them from the outside and leave them, and these are a lot cheaper to replace even if it does break. But I'm just gonna unwind it, and when I unwind it, I'm gonna walk it, roll it up, put it in here. I won't record that. This one though, I will record. I'm gonna disconnect. This is a hot mess right here. I don't know if you guys saw my video where I was doing a university. We ran into so many problems, and mainly because of that unit over there. This thing fell off, and for as expensive, that thing was like $1,500, $1,900. Their sticker or their logo fell off. Looking for them, because now you guys don't know what I'm talking, what company I'm talking about. But it's horrible. I wouldn't buy it. I wanted to use this for my last job. You guys will see it come out later. And this remote didn't even work. I had to crank it manually. That's a scam. Don't even buy that. It's complete garbage. I'll disconnect this, and then I'll do the same process we did over here. We'll do it to this one, because I'm not gonna unwind that. That's like 300 feet. Oh! Oh, that should be good. So right here, if you guys can see that, can you guys tell? Good grip. Look at this. Alright, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to take all the chemical out of this. I'm going to be using this transfer pump right here. This is just a transfer pump that I use to transfer chemical to and from my trailer. These will always go in a loop for some reason. I don't know why. They always do. When I put it in there, it'll go in a loop, and then I won't get all the way to the bottom. So what I do is I just feed this through PVC pipe like that, and it keeps it straight. It goes all the way to the bottom, and then at the end of this, I cut it on an angle so that it gets everything at the bottom. So there it is, like that. And then it's gonna run into my storage container for the winter. It's just gonna go into here. I got a clear one so that I can see everything. All right, so while that's pumping away, I'm gonna go ahead and bring over a water hose. What I was trying to say is I'm gonna get my water hose, and I'm gonna ready, so when it's like basically empty, I'm gonna start to fill it up with water, and then I'm gonna start to rinse out the inside of it. Obviously I won't let that water in my chemical tank. I'll just put the line over here on my concrete. I mean, it'll just be water and a little bit of chemical. It's almost at 30 gallons. This is 35. I think I'll get 35 gallons out of here, or maybe 40. I don't know. You guys can see it's almost done. I'll show you guys how it looks on the inside. Almost done. Look at all that sediment in there. Oh, all right, I gotta go turn the water on real quick. All right, so there's the water coming on. Now it's starting to go through here, so I need to take that out. I'm just waiting a little bit till I see it turns like water. Yeah, that's good. This is just water now. All right, so I'm gonna rinse out that container now, and I'll let this run out here on my concrete. So all that is just water. It's just flushing out now. So I'll wait for this to finish flushing out. It's actually almost done. Didn't mention this, but I have a shutoff valve on here, so this is why I could disconnect everything and the chemical wasn't coming out. I closed this. In the future I would like to have two though, like one right here, like just one as a backup, because in case one fails, because this has broken before and it sucked. Nothing spilled, this thing just broke off the handle. I had to turn it with a wrench, so that's all that happened. Alright, next step. We're already done with this. Almost done, I promise. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna disconnect it right here. And then when I disconnect this, I'll be able to pour the antifreeze through it. I'll turn it on and I'll run it through so you guys can see how it goes. Alright, there we go. Now we turn this on to run the water through it. We'll see. Well, it turned on. I don't know if that was good or not. Alright, you don't want to run it too long, you know, you don't want to run it dry. Alright, so we're going to pour this in here. Oh! And now we're going to turn it on again so that it runs through the system. Alrighty. So that's all we need to do with that. So that's flushed out. That's all it is with that. As far as like servicing the system, I'll do it in the spring. I'll change out the oil and the oil filter, and then I'll check the levels on the oil on the actual water pump. All right, let's move on to the other pressure washer. All right, well, let's run it through the system. Alright, so we're done with this one too. When you get to the step to flush these out, remember about this. Don't forget about it like I did. I almost forgot about it. So I'm gonna pour this in right now on both of them. I just finished putting this in both of them. I didn't show you guys. It was pour it in and that's it. Anticlimactic. I have a little bit of this. I'm just gonna pour it in here where there's still a little water at the bottom. So I'm just gonna pour it in there. Let's pour some in here. Alright, and as far as the winterizing in here, we're all done. Now we have to get all of this mess out here. So surface cleaner and all this stuff put away in here. Some of the stuff I will put in my garage. I'll see as I'm cleaning up. And then right as we're about to close the doors on this for the season or the year, we're gonna put these up. I'll go ahead and I'll take them out and I'll just show you. These just come, it's a pack of 3. Just gonna open them up, and then I'm just gonna hang one right here, one in the middle, and one at the end. This one's actually a scent. I've never gotten them in a scent, but when we come in here, it should smell really good in here and not be any moisture in here. With the power of YouTube, you guys will see this in like, what, 15 seconds, because I'm gonna do a time lapse. Alright guys, I just finished putting everything away. I'll show you one last time how it looks inside the trailer now with everything winterized. I already put the moisture absorber bags or dehumidifier bags in there as well. Alright, so this is how it looks. Here are the bags. Here's 1, 2, and then there's the other one, 3. These hoses, I blew them out too. I just didn't record it, but yeah, I put everything in here. A bunch of buckets. So yeah, everything's all set. Let's go around through the back. Here's the other bag. I just double checked everything, make sure like nothing's connected that needs to be connected. I ended up cutting this off of the pressure washer right there. It's just the overflow line. She's all done. I'm about to lock her up, so in a second. So now that we're all done, I'm gonna go ahead and just park it somewhere. I'm gonna figure out where to park it. Do I check in on it throughout the winter? Yes, just because of my conscience. I don't know why I keep saying that word and I can't even say it. So yes, I do check on it maybe like once a month. When I do check it, I just look inside, make sure everything's good, make sure there's no animals in it. I don't think animals can't get in it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, or if you guys have any tips for me, let me know. I'm always open to any improvements. If you guys enjoyed the video and if you guys like learning about pressure washing, please hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna keep bringing you guys videos, giving you guys tips or any type of education that I can provide. Hopefully you guys get encouraged from everything that I'm putting out. This channel is to encourage you. If you guys are on the brink of starting a business or a pressure washing business or any type of field service business, I just want to motivate you guys. You know, you guys motivate me and I just want to return that. I want to motivate you guys, get out there and get it. Anything's possible. But yeah, thank you guys for everything and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Are you a business owner seeking to elevate your business to new heights? Or are you an aspiring entrepreneur eager to launch your own business? If you're looking for guidance and support to achieve your goals, look no further. Do you own a pressure washing company or service company? Are you struggling to land jobs or grow your business? I offer personalized solutions depending on where you are in the growth stage of your business. I can help you with your business strategy, marketing, sales, operations, or any other challenges you may be facing. Ready to take your business to the next level? Book a consultation today. Visit my website to learn more, northernbusinesscoach.com.